ground beneath squad leader Kale buckled, shattering under the impact of the spined ravager. Terran Prime lived up to its reputation as a planetary meat grinder. Gravity alone could crush standard exosuits like paper. Kale fired a pulse round, but the beast's carapace plates deflected it effortlessly. He scrambled back, respiratory vents straining against the pressure, watching the six-legged nightmare rear for a killing strike. Then a blur slammed into the creature's flank. Jax, the human, didn't just survive the crushing weight, he moved through it like a force of nature. With a roar that rivaled the ravager's own, he drove a kinetic spike between its chitinous plates. The creature shrieked, thrashing, but the human held on like a tick on a hound, grinning maniacally. Level 1 difficulty. Move, Kale! Jax shouted over the chaos, riding the bucking monster like a weekend thrill in the outback. Kale watched, stunned. Terran Prime was a Class 3 nightmare. For humans, it was just a rugged playground. 3 hours earlier, the orbital station briefing room hummed with tension. Commander Vane projected a hologram of the target zone, a swirling mass of green and violent orange. Objective, extraction beacon, he barked. Environment, lethal. High gravity, toxic flora, apex predators. Kale adjusted his collar. Commander, these gravity readings are incompatible with my physiology without heavy assist gear. Adapter perish, Vane replied coldly. The Galactic Council requires resilience. You're paired with a specialist from a Category 7 Deathworlder civilization. Study the human Ingenuity file. You'll need it. At the back of the room, Jax lounged, cleaning his fingernails with a combat knife. Less soldier, more thrill-seeker. We call it a suicide mission. The human calls it level 1 difficulty. Vane muttered to Kale. The drop was violent. The pod screamed through the atmosphere, heat shielding glowing white-hot. Kale felt his chest compress under the G-forces. Jax's heart rate spiked, not with fear, but excitement. Human adrenaline mechanics defied logic. Fear sharpened his mind, flooded his muscles with glucose, and turned him into a living weapon. The pod doors blasted open onto a dense, vibrant jungle. Kale stumbled under the crushing gravity, feeling like he was wading through lead. Oxygen check. Green, Jax said, hopping out, cracking stone under his boots. Bit heavy, Jax asked with a grin. Good for the calves. Kale engaged his servos, forcing himself upright. Jax, perimeter first. This is a sci-fi horror scenario for my species. Jax pulled a nutrient bar from his pouch, chewing casually as carnivorous ferns loomed. Relax, Kale. Gravity wants to crush your lungs. I just want to find the snacks. Suddenly, movement flickered in the foliage. 3 spined ravagers dropped from the canopy, serrated limbs blurring in filtered light. Kale's combat HUD screamed warnings, his body too slow under gravity. Jax moved first, slipping under the lead ravager's guard. Instead of firing, he kicked a heavy, spined fruit into the creature's sensory cluster. The beast recoiled, exposing its soft underbelly. 2 deafening shots later, it slumped. Flank left, Jax commanded. Kale obeyed, scrambling up a rock formation, firing as the remaining 2 beasts circled. Jax danced between attacks, knife sinking into joints, turning danger into geometry and timing. Then the ground began to thump. Tremors. Kale gasped. Nope, Jax said, reloading. Big Mama. The swamp behemoth emerged, muscle and scales towering over the canopy. A true apex predator of Terran Prime. Kale froze. His species evolved to hide from titans, not fight them. Jax looked at the monster, then at Kale. We can't kill that. Not enough ammo. Kale nodded. Then we run. I bet I'm faster than you, spaceman. Race you to the beacon. Jax grinned. The absurdity broke Kale's paralysis. Humans didn't just fight, they refused to acknowledge the impossible. Jax sprinted across the creature's peripheral vision, firing a flare skyward. The behemoth turned, lumbering after the bright distraction. Kale pushed past pain, past gravity's weight, and ran. He followed Jax through the chaos, crashing onto the extraction pad just as the dropship engine cycled. Jax hit the deck, laughing, already tearing into a ration pack. You are insane, Kale wheezed, respect bleeding into his tone. Being a Deathworlder, Jax said between bites, makes the universe try to kill you every day. Eventually, you just get stubborn. Kale looked at his hands, shaking but alive. He had survived a Class 3 nightmare because a human treated it like a game of tag. Stubborn. He tested the word. Potent survival trait. Best kind there is. Jax winked. Now any snacks on this ship? Missed lunch. As the ship blasted into orbit, leaving Aaron Prime behind, Kale realized the HFY files had been right. Humans didn't just survive the void, they laughed at it. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.